Welcome to Marrakesh, welcome to my channel. If you're new here and you haven't seen my face before, my name is Adam. I generated over 15 million views and gained 80,000 followers last year with my personal brand. It's now my full-time income and I've been working with some of the biggest brands in the creative space. All of that came from understanding how to share my own story. And now it's time for you to do the same. The next 6 months can change your life, but that starts now. But first I want to show you exactly what I got up to this morning and a little bit of yesterday when I arrived here in Morocco. I came to Morocco to try and find my creative spark. I'm blessed that I'm able to work anywhere and take my laptop with me. Since the past few years I've been growing a production company, travelling around the country and relying on clients. But life hasn't been that easy for me lately. I'm struggling with a few things in my personal life, and this is the perfect chance for me to come away and get some inspiration and some winter sun. What's crazy is I came to Morocco 8 years ago with my friend when I wasn't great at creating content. So I'm excited to see just how much it's changed and what sort of content I'm able to create. Welcome to Marrakesh. It's a little bit wet this morning, which is quite surprising for Marrakesh, as it's somewhere that doesn't usually get much rain. But it's all right. We'll take it. I'm currently off to like a sort of a botanical garden, or Moroccan garden. Oh. Yeah, I'm currently off to some sort of Moroccan garden, which looks quite nice for content. I came here yesterday, but the thing is about getting content in Marrakesh is everywhere is so busy and quite tight places, which means getting content, especially when you're by yourself, is really difficult. So I thought this morning, despite the wet morning, I would get up nice and early, get out and try and get there before the crowd does. It's still quite busy, which is kind of annoying, and the light just hasn't come through. As you can see with the gardens, with the trees are really blocking the light as it is, and so it's not really got that sort of atmosphere that I want, especially when it's just been raining and everything's wet. That was disappointing for me, as a creator anyway. The place itself is lovely. I spent half an hour there, had a nice walk around, did 2 laps, one with the wide angle and then one with the 24 to 75. But that is what you get when you book, very touristy places and popular places that usually have the best shots and the best culture. You get the biggest crowds, and it's not really something you can be too frustrated about, because it is what it is, you know what I mean? What do I expect? But that, considering it was 9 AM, I got there the second it opened, and it's raining, that was busy. The plan now is to head back to the place that I'm staying, have some breakfast, do some work, and talk to you guys about personal branding, and talk to you guys about what I do best, which is personal branding and content creation. There's a lot to unpack, there's a lot to tell you. Yeah, I actually went for a coffee here yesterday, and I got this man at the coffee shop to film me. This guy just got me a coffee.
Hello guys, how are you?
What's your name?
Yunus.
Nice to meet you, brother. Adam.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Adam, nice to meet you. It's a good vibe you've got here. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Your coffee shop. It's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's nice. I like it. This is the rooftop of the place that I'm staying in. Let me show you around. So, the view is quite nice. We've got a nice rooftop terrace bit here, which I'm going to be doing some filming. I'm going to sit myself down here and talk you guys through some bits, and then there's also a nice bit there I'm having my breakfast, doing my work, and then sort of the views. Okay, welcome back. So if you're watching this, you're likely looking to create a personal brand and have them opportunities where you can make money through digital products, make money through YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, brand deals, whatever. So if you don't know where to start and you're feeling overwhelmed about the whole process of it, firstly, creating content needs to be enjoyable, not a chore. So whatever you're creating content about, please make it sustainable because it's going to take a long time. It's not that difficult to actually create the content that you need, but it's difficult to find the discipline and the structure and the routine, and the actual commitment is the hardest part. And I know that's the worst piece of advice for anyone to hear. It's going to take time, and it's going to be difficult to actually stay committed on days that you just don't want to create. I'm going to make this process as simple as possible. And if you're starting from scratch, here's what I would do. Find 10 creators that you admire, 10 creators that you see yourself in your sort of category of content that you would want to create. Find those 10 creators and keep hold of those 10 creators. Don't overconsume content on the internet because there are too many people telling you the wrong things. There are too many people telling you that you need to do things in order to actually achieve success. You don't. You just need a very simple structure and then repetition, 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 repetition. That is it. So the first thing that you need to understand is that most people on Instagram or on social media need to be able to get something from your content. If your content does not serve a purpose to them, they probably won't be interested in you, especially at the start when you have 0 followers. That means your content needs to either be educating them, entertaining them, or something that they can relate to and something that makes their problems or makes them feel seen and feel heard. And that is sort of a comfort creator, and that's probably the category that I fall into. And so those 3 things are what I call your content pillars: education, entertainment, and relatability. And everything that you create has to provide one of those 3 things. Now, what you actually create content on is 3 areas of your life that you are able to talk about effortlessly and consistently, and it's sustainable within your life. Don't pretend to be someone that you can't be long term. Don't go out traveling and call yourself a travel creator if really you've blown your whole budget on one very short trip, because you're going to run out of content and you're going to need fresh content over and over and over. So make sure that whatever you're creating content about is an actual passion of yours. So find 3 areas of your life that you can talk about, 3 areas of your life that you are passionate about. Mine would be poetry, spoken words or self-love, content creation, and travel. They are what I call your brand values. Now, this is your personal brand, and so everything that you create content about has to sort of fall into one of those brand values. Don't have too many, because then it's difficult to find the specific audience, and your audience is going to be too split. And don't just pick one thing, because one day when you want to change up, your audience are going to lose you. You need to make sure that you've got a couple of things just to make sure that you keep your content different and keep people engaged. That way, people actually fall in love with your personality rather than just the initial value that you're going to give them. So you've got 3 areas of your life that you like: poetry, travel, self-love. That's your brand values. You've also got your pillars, which is relatability, education, and entertainment. Now you know that your content needs to fall into one of those 3 things. Now, the way that we're going to find our ideas, now here's the trick, and here's why I think I did so well and so quickly, is because you have to be able to create the content that your audience wants, not what you want. People think that, just because you want to talk about a certain topic or you have a certain view on something, that means that you should be making, consistent videos on that one thing. You need to find the balance of what you're happy to talk about and what you want to talk about and what the audience and the world actually wants you to create. That's the difference. And so what you're going to do is you're going to find your keywords, find all the keywords that relate to your topic that you want to create with. So for example, if I'm creating self-love content, we're going to go down therapy, book quotes, healing, happiness, heartbreak, loneliness, whatever these keywords might be that signal sort of strong topics within your brand value, within your category of content that you want to create content on. You're going to spend an hour every single day brainstorming, an hour collecting ideas, an hour searching TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest. Find your creators that you admire, find their most popular videos, and just look through the comments, because I'm telling you now, the comment section is what the audience and what the world thinks. Some of my most viral videos, I've got over 4 million views, have come purely from one comment in a video. And I really can't stress that enough. Once you've got that, you then understand exactly what your audience wants, and it should be the middle point of what you're prepared to talk about and what the audience wants. For example, if I'm talking about self-love and I'm happy to talk about becoming the best version of yourself, I went on Instagram and I went on TikTok and I had an hour look through other videos, and I found someone's video went viral and they used the quote, "Change is scary, but so is staying the same." Going viral and being the most liked comment told me that that's what the audience likes. That is a quote that resonates a lot with people in the audience section of my niche. And so I created a video on that and it did very well. And that is what you're going to do. Now, step two. Step two for this is very simple. You're going to create endless amounts of B-roll. So you're going to spend 1 month filming every single part of your life. I'm talking every time you make a coffee, every time you make the bed, every time you get changed, every time you leave the house, every time you go to the shops, every time you meet up with a friend, every time you go for a run, go to the gym, do some work, open your laptop, you are going to film that. You're going to create a bank of shots. That is going to give you endless footage. You don't have to talk to camera if you don't want to. You don't have to go and film these incredible things. It's in the story, it's in the value, it's in the words, it's in everything that you're going to give them through your scripts and through your writing. Unless you're a cinematographer, then it's different. What you're going to do is you're going to create a playlist of music that works well, playlist of songs, and you're going to make sure you have 3 non-negotiables on every single piece of content: captions, music, and purpose. And finally, you're then going to script. And I wish I could tell you more about the scripting process, but quite honestly, that is a video for another time, so I'm going to make a part 2 to this. But that is essentially how you're going to build your personal brand this year. Have your brand values, have your pillars of content that you're going to create, have the topics, and have your search engine ready, and understand that you need to find what the audience want you to create. Then you're going to get B-roll, you're going to use voiceovers, you're going to get music, you're going to get captions, and you're going to script. And you're going to aim to post 3 to 5 times a week. And I promise you, here is the most important thing: consistency. Please, 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 I cannot stress this enough. I coach people and I teach people this for a living. Please do not just give up, because it's not going to happen straight away. It's not going to happen after 5 videos, 10 videos, 15 videos. We're talking 30, 40, 50, 60 videos. I created 200 videos last year on my own account. 200, in fact, it was 250. I didn't see any sort of change or even get onto the For You page until video number 24 or 25. So if you're only prepared to create 1 or 2 a week, that's going to take you half a year potentially to even get onto the For You page. The more you can increase your output without increasing your efforts too much, where then it becomes a chore, the quicker and the better your content process is going to become. And that is exactly how I would create a personal brand in 2025. This is what I do for a living now. I coach people, I train people how to create content and how to grow their personal brands. And this is from someone who has spent 8 years creating content for other brands and businesses professionally, and then creating my own content and building my own audience. So I do know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you want to get involved in my community, which is the 6M Collective community for creatives to find structure, discipline and routine to actually grow their personal brands and get more from me with workshops and LUTs and overlays and connecting with other like-minded creators, then you can join through the link in the bio, and I hope to see you there. Also, by the time you see this video, I am going to be running a little cheeky discount, so get involved now. But anyway, back to the vlog. This is a traditional dish, chicken tagine, which is a Moroccan dish. Yeah.
Welcome, my friend.
Cheers, brother.
Good man.
Yeah. Came here yesterday as well. Yeah, England.
England. Enjoy
Yeah. Thank you, brother.
Welcome.
It's out. It's hot. This place is exhausting, by the way. Like, there's so much going on, so much noise, so much chaos. It's exhausting. So we're gonna head back, chill out for a bit, do some work, catch up with the community, get some vlogs done, get some editing done, and yeah, and then tomorrow we're off down south. So I don't know how I even managed to find my way here without maps. Someone who's got a very terrible lack of direction and awareness. That was good going by me. I'm gonna see if I can do it on the way home now. fact I can do that without maps is wild. Anyone who knows me knows that I have such a bad sense of direction. So that is insane. We're back where we started now, on the terrace here at the Riyadh. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you found it interesting. I hope that you can take some value from it, and I hope that you can use this as the motivation you need to really kickstart your journey as a content creator, building your personal brand. And yeah, tomorrow I'm off down south, like I mentioned earlier, to a surf camp area, and I'm going to be there for the next 5 days. And like I said, guys, I am running a discount in the link in the bio, so if you do want to join, you can do. If not, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon.